In today's video, we're gonna take a look at what's in my camera bag. Let's get to it. All right, first off, does anyone else just like need a haircut? Because I need one bad. It's getting really long, like longer than I have had it in a long time. But anyway, all right, so this is my Endurox bag, and I'm not 100% sure I'm saying that right. I did a video on this a few weeks ago, so go check that one out. But this is just kind of my everyday carry bag. I do still have my newer bag. I use that when I go and do bigger shoots and I need to have more gear with me. But this is the bag that I carry with me just on a day-to-day basis because I don't need all that gear with me all the time. So you'll notice like I don't have a tripod on this bag because I don't carry a tripod with me every day. You know, it's probably gonna turn around and bite me in the butt eventually because I'm not gonna have it with me when I need it. But I've decided I don't need a tripod every day, just adding weight to this bag. Also, I want to point out that I'm not going to go deep into the specs on this gear because I've done that already for most of this. So if you want to go check out those videos, I'll link them up in the YouTube card. You can definitely go check those out and get more in depth on this gear. I just kind of want to give you guys a list of what I carry. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and just dive into the gear that I have in my bag. And we're going to start with the side pouches here. This one here usually holds my Z-tilt mount, so I can throw it on a tabletop. You know, like I said, I don't usually bring a tripod, so this actually makes it a lot easier to use a table. I can get whatever angle I want, and so it's really nice. I did a video on this. This is the Yosu Z-tilt mount. So yeah, this is one thing that I definitely carry with me a lot of the time. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the other side. On this side, I usually have two things. One is my business cards for my Top Shelf Productions production company. So I keep those in there. You never know, obviously, when you're going to need a business card. The other thing is this Pelican case that holds my SD cards. I have a handful of SD cards in here because, you know, you can never have enough SD cards. All right, let's move on to the main camera compartment here. And this is where I usually keep my Canon 70D and my 24 to 70 millimeter lens. And as you can see, they're not in here right now because I only have one camera, and that's what's shooting this. So it's not in here. So this is where my Canon 70D and my 24 to 70 millimeter lens goes. In here, I also have this nice little pouch for my ND filters. I only have the one in here right now for the 24 to 70 lens when I'm outside shooting. It's a variable ND filter, but I like this little pouch. I have not done a video on this, and I do not know Taika, yeah, I don't know. I'll put a link down in the description for it. I picked up off of Amazon, pretty cheap, so this is a pretty nice pouch to carry the ND filters in. All right, I also have in here then my Rode Micro that I keep. It's better if I have it pulled apart and don't keep it all together in here. And then I can grab it out when I need it. I like to carry this one just because it's so compact. It doesn't take up as much space as like my Rode Video Mic, which is what I use here to record my videos. So it doesn't take up as much room, and so I like to have this one in my camera bag. This one does very, very well from Rode, and it's very inexpensive, so I like to keep this one with me. All right, next up in here, I keep my 50 millimeter lens in here with the covered universal lens cap on it. I mean, you never know when you're gonna need a 50 millimeter lens, so I like to carry this with me. So I also have in here this hub for my MacBook Pro. As most of you probably know, MacBook Pros don't have USB ports on them anymore. They use these Thunderbolts or USB Type-C ports on them. So I have this to be able to get stuff off my camera, or plug in hard drives, or whatever I need to do with that. In here, I also keep my hand strap. It's an Amazon Basics hand strap. I've done a video on this before. Amazon Basic products kind of get a bad rap, but this one works really well. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I like it. It was well worth the purchase. It was not expensive at all. It was very cheap. So I keep that in here. Normally it's on my camera, but when I put it on the tripod, I tend to take it off. So I also have in here some lens wipes. A handful of these are in this I have a little pouch in here that I've created with the pads that are separating everything out, sectioning everything off. So I keep a few of those in there. And then I also keep my batteries in here. And it's a nice little mesh pouch right here with a zipper. So it works really well. Perfect size for batteries, for the Canon 70D batteries. So that's where I keep all my spare batteries. And that pretty much then does it for this section of the bag. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the top section of this bag. And I keep a handful of things in here. Usually I have in here a couple of my hard drives. I also keep my computer charger. I keep a couple of notebooks in here. And then I also have hard drives for work that I keep in here because, like I said, I take this to work with me too. And then inside here as well, it's the sleeve for my laptop. So I keep my laptop in there. You might be asking, what do I have the Velcro on here for? It's actually because I like to be able to put this right here. So I can put that on there and I don't have to worry about the having to carry the SD card and like balance it on my keyboard when I'm walking around with it. So if I need to move and go to a different location, I can do that fairly easily without having to worry about dropping a hard drive. So, and it holds on there very well. You know, it's not coming off. It's thundering outside. I don't know if you can hear that or not. You know, I left my window open to get some nice, you know, daylight light in here for this shot, but it's pretty much all gone. It's getting dark. It's getting dark outside. But anyway, that's pretty much my camera bag. Like I said, it's more of a minimalist setup. I didn't want to have to carry a bunch of stuff. If I want to carry a bunch of stuff, I have my newer bag, like I said before, that holds a lot more gear. Also, I'll put links to everything down below if you guys are interested in buying these things. They are affiliate links, which help out the channel at no extra cost to you, so go ahead and check those out. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel. If you guys want to see any of the videos that I talked about in this video, I'll link them up in the YouTube card. Go check those out. As well as if you want to see my previously recorded video and my most recent video, I'll link those up right here on screen. So go ahead and click on those. Go check those out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.